Hi guys, hi, welcome to today's tutorials. So this is Zavi Money channel. Watch, like, comment and subscribe to my channel. So now let's dive into today's topic. Today we're going to be talking about HTML elements. Yeah, HTML elements. So what are HTML elements? HTML elements are those tags we use for creating web pages. Those tags we use to write our codes. So uh, let me go to my HTML file so I can show you better. Now let's do away with this. So the first what HTML elements we're going to be talking about is called what? The headings tag. Now the headings tag goes this way. So you can just do H1 and then click enter on your keyboard and you open the H1 tag. But let's undo this so we can explain. So what are the headings tag? The headings tag is the tag we use basically to do what? To create headings on our web pages. So headings is more like what? A kind of an information relating to the viewers or the users of our web page that this is what this particular section is about. So in our web page. So now for we to use the headings tag, we have actually 6 subtags under the headings tag. So we have H1, we have H2, H3, H4, 5 and H6. Now I'm going to be using all of them on this video or showing you how to do so. So now let's start with the H1. All you need to do is what? H1. Quickly guys, you hit enter on your keyboard. Then when you have H1, you can write anything you want as the headings of your web page or a particular section in your web page. Now the title of our page is what? Chimex Foods. So relating to the title, let's have what? Chimex Foods, rather Chimex Food Delivery Services. I just type that. You can do the same on your keyboard and your VS Code. Now, having done that, for you to view your H1 tag, just go to this particular place, the bottom right of your VS Code where you have the go live. Okay, mine is showing port. Yes, what port means is that what? I've already used go live. So for me to use it again now, all I need to do is click on port, then click on go live again, and then my web page opens just as I want it to do so. So now once it opens, you should have this in your in your VS Code, just like I'm doing so now. Let's close this. Let's close Copilot. I'm not using that. So now once you have this in your VS Code, you do this exact thing in your VS Code, you go live, then your web browser opens with what, or rather your web page opens and it displays Chimex Food Delivery Services. Now, one thing about the H1 tag is that what? It is the first tag in the headings tag. So it usually come with bold text. It handle bold text. So if you want the text of your headings or the text of whatever text you have there, so if you want the size of your headings or the size of any text you have in your H1, you the size of any text you want as your heading or anything to do what to be bold and have a bold size and all that. So I advise you mostly use what the H1 tags for that. So I do the same too. So having done that, you can as well have H2 and you have the same thing and just have the same thing, Chimex foods is make this a capital letter just like the previous one. Chimex foods delivery services. So this is it, guys. Chimex foods delivery services. Now if you should click on your web browser to view your web page, because once you have used go live you don't need to go live again on your VS Code. All you need to do is to click on your web browser, be it Chrome or anyone you have, Microsoft Edge and the rest of them. Then your web page pops up again with your new element, which is H2, or your new tag, and then the text inside. So you will discover that the H2 tag has a smaller size compared to the H1 tag. Once you view this now on your web page, you do this exact same thing I just did. So that is about that. That's how the hierarchy of the H tag works and reduces or increases. So if you continue immensely and you have a H3 and you have the exact same thing, let's copy and paste. You can just select this, copy, and do what? Paste. Copy is Control C, and then you paste Control V. So once you paste, you have your Chimex Foods delivery services in H3. So you still take a look at the H3, you discover a slack in size too. So the same way, and the style it displays with. So you can go to H4, do the same thing. I have Chimex, sorry, you just do Control V, then you have Chimex Foods delivery services. Then you can open another tag, you just hit enter on your keyboard. The next tag becomes H5 and you can have Control V, you paste this, and then you can go to the next tag, have what? H6, and then click enter, Control V, you paste your Chimex Food. So this is what the 6 headings tag in the words in HTML. So particularly you discover a slack in size, or rather a reduction in size for each of them. So that tells you the hierarchy of what the H tag. So you can use any of them to for your web pages, or to input text as in alphabets and numbers. So you can input text on your web pages, so anything you want, and depending on which the way you want it to be presented, or the way you want to present it, that determines the one you use at a particular point in time, whether H1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So that is actually how the heading tag work. So if you want more explanations on this, if you want me to break it down more, just go to the comment section on this video, then you do what? You just drop your comments there. I can address the questions better, or your confusions better. So always do that, guys. Now the next thing you have to know is there's what we call the P tag. This is actually the first element, the H tag, which has H1 to H6. So the headings tag, or the H tag, which has H1 to H6. Now the next tag you need to know about is called what? The paragraph tag. It is also called what? The P tag, the paragraph tag, or the P tag. Now the P tag stands for paragraphs, yeah, just like the name implies. So the P tags is used to write text too, just like we do in what we do using the H tag. So the P tag is used to write text too, and any other thing you want to do. So The P tag goes this way. You can just, like I did previously, you can just hit enter on keyboard, press P. So it's an auto command here. An auto command in VS Code completes it for you. You click enter and then you can type anything. Now we have our heading as Chimex food. You can have a P tag next to it as per what? You know, um, how do we put this now? Food delivery service. Make your or rather no, place would be better, guys. Place your orders here. Good. Now once you do this and then you click on your web browser below on your taskbar, then you can see your text, which is place your orders here. So that's the way it works, guys. That's the way the P tag works. So and it's just the P tag, unlike the H tag, we don't have like P1, P2, blah blah blah, and the rest of them. So you can always keep practicing, do a demo example, and then you see how the P tags work more. Now we have another tag, and we call this what? The link tag. Good. The link tag, like the name implies, links. When we go to websites, we do see links, which helps us to navigate to different web pages depending on the information that particular web page or the web page that is placed on that link conveys. Now, this is how it works, guys. So I used to see something like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, on different web pages on different websites. So and once we click on Facebook there, like through that link, it takes us to Facebook from that site. We click on WhatsApp, that is when somebody is placing adverts on their websites, like contact me, Facebook, they write their Facebook handle beside it, or just Facebook, Twitter, WhatsApp, blah blah blah, Instagram. So once you click there, it can take you to their Facebook, and then you can connect with them like that. So stuff like that. So now, for you to do that, all you have to do is what? You press A on your keyboard, you hit enter, and then the link tag opens. The link tag is known as the A tag. So when you hear the link tag, it is actually what? The A tag. So the A tag is the link tag. Now, all you got to do is what? You are looking at href. The href inside the link tag is called an attribute, but we're not going to be learning that in this video now. So it's just an attribute, which is an extra what value we use inside the link tag, for something else. So we're going to be talking about that in another video. So now the link tag, you have inserted the link tag, so you can just quickly come here, type what? Facebook, and then you view your web page, click on your web browser so that you can see your web page, and then your web page displays Facebook as a link. You discover that it displays with an underline. It has an underline, yeah, under the Facebook, or it underlines Facebook for you, and it comes with a default color blue, or whichever default color yours come with. So showing you that what this is actually a link. So it's a link that takes you to a web page. So now you can have more A tags. You can do A on your keyboard, hit enter, and then you have Instagram. You can also do this again. You have A, and what you put another link inside, let's say Twitter, which is now known as what? X. So you can put Twitter, you can put X, depending on your own choice. Now, once you are looking at this, you see this is what? A link tag. So click on your browser to view your web page. Good. And then Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter displays on your web page as a link. So That is the way it works, such that when someone clicks on that link, it can take them to the web page you want them to view, which is your Facebook, so they can connect you there. So that's the way it works. And a quick one too, guys. Once you take your mouse pointer to a link on your web page, because it is a link, it shows with what we call cursor pointer. It shows a hand or a palm, that is someone's palm, on that link. So that sign of palm or hand means that this is a link. So it's telling you that what, this is a link. Unlike now, my mouse pointer is on Twitter. You can see that what, it is just displaying as a text. So the cursor pointer is just showing that this is a text. But if it was actually a link, it would be showing with a cursor pointer of what, hand or palm. So that's the way it works, guys. So that's about that for this video in HTML elements. We'll still talk about more elements in more videos, and the more we use these elements, you're going to get to know more of them. And that's about that. So always watch my videos, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. My social media handles is below these videos. You will see them there, and my email. Contact me through them for your websites. I make your dream size come true. I design quality websites. I build and create nice ones. So message me, contact me for your websites, or any question, any problems you encounter via web development. I can always address that for you. Thanks, guys. Bye.